Whoa, that's weird feeling. 3, 2, 1, go. This is the Outdoor Master Booster Electric Longboard, and they sent it to me to do a video. I've never ridden an electric board before, so I'm excited to test it out, but first, let's take a closer look. This is everything that comes in the box, including the board itself, the remote control, a tool, the charger for the board and the controller, and a small instruction manual. One of the biggest features of this board is the range. They claim 27 miles out of the 12,500 milliamp battery located in the bottom of the board. The claim top speed of 24 miles an hour is pretty impressive as well. That is thanks to the dual 450 watt hub motors to deliver the power, and it is also supposed to be able to climb a 30-degree slope. The deck has 8 layers of Canadian maple wood, so it should be pretty durable. The trucks look pretty standard and adjustable, so hopefully they'll be good for carving. Let's turn it on here and see if it works. I'm guessing you start by turning the controller on first. It's lighting up and saying disconnected, so now we'll turn the board on here, and it popped up really quick, so that's a good sign. There are quite a few different points of data here, and we've got power, so that's a good thing too. Looks like there are a few speed options. Oh yeah, now it's really getting going. 1, 2, 3, and 4 wide open there. So you got some adjustments to make, and you can dial in how fast you want it. And it also gives you some different data points of your speed and distance you've gone. The battery says it can take up to 4 hours to charge, so I'm going to go get that started and then get it out on the pavement. All right, first test here. Just got it going out on the road. See how it handles some of these cracks. It's pretty smooth so far, actually. Just cruising in mode 2 right now. Okay, I'm going to start here on speed 1, take off, and then shift through the speed. So see how that takeoff is. It's pretty soft and slow in mode 1. Bump it up, get a nice little boost there. It seems like it's about tapped out. 16 kilometers per hour. It's not on miles per hour right now. Bump it to 3, and we're up to, oh yeah, 3 really gets going. Oh, there's some speed wobbles. We're up to 30 kilometers, 31, 32. Oh, we're on speed 4 now, and not sure I want to go wide open. Hit about 36 kilometers per hour there. I think if I go any faster, I'd want to tighten the trucks just to minimize the speed wobbles. I don't have a lot of experience on a longboard at speed on the road, so definitely want to be on the safe side and not get squirrely right away. But it does handle these cracks and everything a little better than I was expecting. I figured it'd be a lot more rough of a ride, but it's not too bad actually. Now let's check out the brake activity. Oh, actually better than expected there. You want to be, oh, 4's takeoff speed is a little bit quicker. You want to be ready for it and position your body to compensate for the speed up or slow down of the board. So that's something to get used to for sure. There are also different brake modes 1 through 4, and now that I'm getting used to it a little bit, I could see cases where a stronger brake might be nice, but you definitely just want to prepare yourself for it and lean back a little bit so you don't go shooting off the front of the board. There's another cool mode here. If you double tap the power button, it'll change direction so you can go the opposite way if you want to. Getting the feel for it a little bit more now. Want to see if I can make a U-turn in the road here. Oh, not that time. Let's try that again. You gotta carve it pretty tight. Oh, there we go. That's easy. Well, first impressions are pretty good. It's definitely a unique feeling having a powered board take off from underneath you. If you don't get your body weight forward enough, as you hit the throttle, it might get away from you, so that's taking some getting used to. But now that I've ridden a little bit, it's pretty fun, and I'm looking forward to testing it out a few different ways. But first, I'm gonna see what my wife thinks. Before Hannah tries it, I am going to tighten the trucks up a little bit just to make it a little more stable, hopefully easier to ride.
Because I'm uncoordinated.
Because you haven't skated for more than a couple days.
More than years.
Yeah, same thing. All right, this is your throttle here. Just roll that forward slowly until you get comfortable with how fast you're going. Are you scared yet?
No.
How's it feel?
Not as bad as I thought.
Pretty smooth and stable at this speed, right?
Yeah. Actually kind of fun. Oh boy.
Here's a big bump. How'd it feel on the bump?
Not bad. I like that I can control the speed. It's pretty nice. Not as bad as I thought. It was a little scary at first. I don't think I'd ever go full throttle on this thing because right when I was about to take off, I was waiting in the back end and I could feel like myself was about to do a wheelie on the way back. And I'm not as good at turning as I should be, so I almost crashed.
Will you try it again though?
Yes.
We are at a new location now at the local skate park, ready to do some tricks. Okay, this board is not meant for tricks, so probably not gonna get too crazy, but I think it still should be pretty fun to cruise around a little bit. See if I can carve this berm here. Whoa, that's a weird feeling. Try this again. There we go. Let's see about hitting this roller. Oh, I don't have to pump. Oh, catching on something on the steeper sections here. So as I came up this wedge, I scraped the battery here. You don't have as much clearance with that, so it will hit unless you can somehow pop it up. So I'm gonna try that now. There's not much tail to work with, so it gets a little bit squirrely when you're trying to lean back and hold the front end up like a manual. I guess that was it. This is pretty goofy to use. Definitely not used to it yet. It's a challenge though, I like challenges. Gotta hit this one again for practice. Oh no. So one nice thing about this is when the board gets away from you, you can just hold the brakes and it doesn't go flying too far. Whoa, this should be a fun one. If I don't scrape too bad. Oh, no scraping, sweet. Okay, I don't think this is gonna work, but it'd be really cool to pop into a manual. Whoa, ooh, look at that. Got on the brakes just in time. If a car was coming, I'd still be safe. Maybe I can manual this one instead. Ah. Oh. Well, that was really difficult. Not having hardly any tail to work with to put your foot on. You're pretty much right on the wheels themselves, and then you have a lot of weight up front with the battery. And then it gets a little squirrely when you get up there in a manual. Really hard to even get there. A lot harder than a skateboard. Obviously it's not designed for that, but I like to try a lot of different stuff no matter what the product is. And that was a challenge, but it worked. Well, I won't be doing any kick turns in the half pipe here, but we'll see. Whoa, that was weird. Okay, so I just bumped it up to speed 4 and the power caught me off guard there. Try this again. Got a pump going backwards, but I can power going forwards and pump as well. See if I can power up this. Oh yeah. So having this remote control, oh, coming in a little hot there, of the skateboard reminds me a lot of RC. So we're going to see which one is faster. Okay, they're lined up, and first one to that big quarter pipe wins. 3, 2, 1, go! Whoops! Okay, for some reason I turned right on the RC as well, because I'm used to using this now for the throttle on the skateboard. Multitasking, I tell you. Let's try again. 3, 2, 1, go! Oh! Oh, skateboard goes flying. Well, I forgot the brakes on the skateboard. I was more focused on the RC since it was hitting the quarter pipe first, but at least it looked like the skateboard landed safely in the grass, but maybe that was a good durability test. So now that has me wondering if I can drive the RC while riding the skateboard. I'm gonna try a basic loop here and see what happens. Okay, just gonna try to be smooth on the throttle on both of them. Multitasking at its finest here, but it's pretty good so far until I slam into the car there. Oh, gotta back her up. Not that easy. Gotta stay up with the car. Let's try this one again, see if I can get it smoother this time. Oh, forgot to throttle the skateboard. And off track with the RC. Third lap is the charm, maybe? Okay, that part was pretty good. It is really difficult to control both throttles and steering of both. It'd be really fun if you get it down, but right now, it's a challenge. So now I'm going to see which one is faster on a real quick course here, the skate or a bicycle. 3, 2, 1, go. I am in the fastest mode right now. Whoa, not gonna get up to full speed, but I'll have quick acceleration. Oh, that turn is a little hairy. Try to pop off of that. There we go. I'm pretty squirrely on this thing, as you can tell. All right, let's see what the bicycle can do. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, leaning her over pretty good there. Definitely a little more comfortable on this, but a lot more of a workout. Gets the heart rate up real quick. Can't leave the RC out of the equation. 3, 2, 1, go. I think it should be the fastest as long as I don't crash too hard. But this part is gonna be tricky to line up. Oh, sweet. Look at that. Crashed right at the end, but that's gonna be hard to beat. We'll see how they stack up. Okay, let's see what Hannah can do. 3, 2, 1, go. Strong takeoff. See if she can keep it together for the full lap. This is where it gets tough over here. Got to line this one up and try not to crash. Oh, she skies it out and crashes hard.
I am out for the count.
That's a DNF. All right, final trick on the RC skateboard here. Gonna try to rock the fakie, the big quarter pipe. Oh, a little too much sauce, but it comes right back to me. Oh no. Score. Okay, so now we're going to see if the skate can pull Hannah on a bike here, just in case she was too tired to get back to the vehicle, or if it was a long ride, we'll see if the skate can make up for it. All right, don't do any pedaling now. Let me pull it all on its own. And it's doing it, no problem at all. Hardly even tell she's there. We can pick up the speed. Look at that. So, if you got a friend that's tired, doesn't want to ride home, you can take them as far as this skate can go. You can even launch them forward like that. Whoa!
That just sketched me out. Let's not do that.
For the next test, I went to a paved multi-use path, and this is where the board really felt at home. The pavement was smooth and I didn't have to worry about cars coming, so I could just carve some turns and go my own pace. Next, I went to a pretty steep hill that I would not ride on a regular board, but having brakes, I felt it was worth a try on this one. I kept it pretty slow because the brakes are a little bit tricky to use. I'm not quite used to them, and they ramp up a little bit, so I wasn't sure exactly how much power I would get. So I held back on the downhill, but it was still fun to get to the bottom safely. The board slowed down quite a bit on the way up. I was in power level 4 and it slowed to about 11 miles per hour, so I'm not sure how much steeper of a hill it could make it up, but it did get me to the top of this one. This board was more fun to test than I expected, and it held up well to my abuse. It did show a few scrapes and scratches here and there, but overall no major problems that I found. The board and components seem to be of decent quality, but this was a short-term test, so I don't know how well it will hold up over time. I didn't end up testing the range or the top speed because I didn't need to go as far as it can go on one charge, and I didn't want to go as fast as it can go. I did struggle a bit to get used to the power and the brakes. Once in a while I would forget that I was on a powered board and position my body a little bit too far back, and the board would get away from me, or while I was braking I wasn't sure how much power I was going to get out of them, so I might fall forward, might fall back, and I just wasn't quite prepared for that. So it was a bit of a challenge to get used to, and I don't feel I got completely used to it, but I didn't have any major crashes, so that's good. Since I live out in the country, I don't see myself using this board a whole lot. Even if it could get to town faster than a bike, I just feel more comfortable pedaling. Maybe if there was an off-road version, I would get some more use out of it. But if you live in the city or just love to skate, this could be a great option, so it's definitely worth looking into. Check out the links in the description below if you are interested. You can save 15% on the entire Outdoor Master store by using my code.